Hey guys, it's Bart.
And Dave.
And latest news, Sloane is on solids, so she's almost at 6 months, so we started trying our luck with pears and prunes and bananas and carrots.
It's only babies and old people that eat prunes. It's kind of interesting. It's like there's this whole part of the human existence where like nobody's eating prunes.
She loves prunes though.
Yeah, it helps her do her thing.
You know, international phone calls.
And believe it or not, we've already started our sibling journey. And you might be thinking that's totally crazy, right? Sloane's not even half a year old and we're already embarking on journey number 2. But the reality is, if you've been watching our videos, this process takes a pretty long time, 2.5 years if you're lucky. And so if you want your children to be spaced out at 2.5 year intervals, then you kind of really have to start planning pretty much as soon as your child is born.
So we're using the same egg donor we did with Sloane. We wanted them to be genetically linked, and we're off to a bit of a rocky start. So if you remember from our egg to embryo video where I dressed up in a chicken suit, we talked about the...
I'm fine form.
Oh yeah, my best of form. And we really talked about the process from, actually getting those eggs and then testing as they mature over a few days to see what actually is healthy enough to survive implantation. And throughout those tests for this run, we only actually received 1 embryo. And we don't know if we want just 1 more child or 2 more children. So we were hoping for a little more than just 1. I mean, we're excited to have any, but not the news we were hoping for. And between that and then also our 1 embryo we have left from the last process that's on ice right now, we hope to have enough embryos to yield a child. But once again, just because you have an embryo doesn't mean it's going to stick the first time around.
So this had us reflecting that with Sloane, at the end of the day, we had a pretty smooth journey where we created enough viable embryos between the 2 of us. And we did transfer 2 embryos and only 1 of them stuck. But from then on, it was a very healthy pregnancy. Sloane came to the world as a healthy baby. And this next round just has us realizing that at the end of the day, when you're dealing with surrogacy or any birth, you're dealing with a biological process, and there's just so many things that could potentially go awry that are out of your control. And so it has us thinking that, on one hand, there's so many decisions that you do have influence over. You choose your egg donor, you develop this relationship with your surrogate. But again, there's just so many things that you kind of just have to trust the universe that things are going to go right. So only guidance there is just be patient, be supportive, especially with your partner, if you're doing this with a partner, and just have faith that this is going to work out. And it might not be the exact timing that you're hoping for. There might be some delays, but at the end of the day, you are dealing with birth, the miracle of life, and so you have to kind of relinquish some level of control and just trust that things are going to work out.
So hopefully this was useful. We'll definitely keep you updated on the sibling journey. If you like our videos, please subscribe, and until next week, bye guys.
Bye.